In order to maximize your start in Pokemon TCG Pocket, there's 10 things you should be doing first, and I'll be taking you through all of them right now. After agreeing to the terms and conditions without reading them, Pocket will ask you if you want to link your account to either your Nintendo, Google, or if you're on iOS, Apple account. This is optional and allows you to recover your save data if you delete the app. While it's not a bad idea, you can always do it later, and if you plan on re-rolling, it's definitely worth waiting. So I would recommend skipping this step at least until you've reached day 2 or 3 and know whether you're keeping the account or not. Once you've made your decision, you'll be asked to pick your player name. The good news is that it can be changed if you choose something terrible. The bad news is that you have to wait 30 days. My advice here is to go with a name you're not too attached to, because if you decide to re-roll, you might lose it anyways. As you can see, there's a 14 character limit for your player name. So while I wanted to go with Beware as a Pokemon I liked, but Stuffle is better, I unfortunately had to shorten it to fit. Oh, and don't put too much thought into the player icon since you can change that at any point. The second major decision you have to make in Pocket is surprisingly important as it determines your starter deck, your first Wonder Pick, and your first Pokemon EX. By going with the Charizard pack, you'll end up with Exeggutor EX, a Charmander Full Art, and the Pinsir deck. The Mewtwo pack gives you Marowak EX, a Bulbasaur Full Art, and the Sandslash deck. And finally, the Pikachu pack gives you Arcanine EX, a Squirtle Full Art, and the Rapidash deck. There's no clear winner in terms of best starter pack. Marowak EX is arguably the best of the EX Pokemon, able to deal up to 160 damage, while the Rapidash deck can be easily upgraded into a strong budget option. I personally chose the Charizard pack because I thought Exeggutor EX was busted, and I ended up regretting it even though Exeggutor does have its uses. But the choice is entirely up to you. After opening your first pack, you'll get to open another pack. This one isn't predetermined, so choose whichever one you want and cross your fingers for a hit. As a result of this second pack, you'll level up and unlock Wonder Pick. Don't get too excited. The first card you pick right now will just be the full art version of the Kanto starter based on the first pack you opened. And that's the end of the basic tutorial. At this point, you'll be at level 2, your pack stamina will be full, and so will your Wonder Stamina, but certain features like battling will still be locked. Which leads me to the third thing you want to do first in Pocket. Ignoring the exclamation point on the shop for now, your goal right now is to earn enough experience to reach level 3. So open your 2 banked packs. Because most of the cards are exclusive to each pack art, your first inkling might be to open an equal amount of each pack to fill out your collection. That's definitely an option, but if you're focused on battling, it makes much more sense to focus on a single pack art. In the long run, the Mewtwo pack is arguably the best for competitive play, with Charizard in second and Pikachu in third. Don't feel like you have to follow this exactly because RNG will be the biggest gatekeeper, but the strongest cards for deck building are definitely in Mewtwo and Charizard. Once you've opened that second banked pack, you'd normally have to wait 12 hours for the next free pack to appear. But thanks to reaching level 2, you have 12 pack hourglasses in your possession. Pack hourglasses reduce the cooldown timer on a pack by 1 hour, 12 hourglasses equals 1 free pack, so open that third pack. After all this, you'll be halfway to reaching level 3, which means we need to go Wonder Picking. The breakdown for experience is that you get 25 for every 1 pack opened, and 15 for every 1 Wonder Stamina spent on a Wonder Pick. You're 75 experience away from level 3, so that means you need to spend 5 Wonder Stamina. I personally was tempted by the dark side and chased after filling my collection when I started playing Pocket. That was stupid. Instead, always try to spend 2 or 3 Wonder Stamina at a time and go for a 3 Diamond or 4 Diamond card, Pocket's version of Rare and EX. 1 Diamond and 2 Diamond cards are easy to get in packs and with pack points, while 3 Diamond and 4 aren't. So learn from my mistake and chase after the rarer cards. And make sure you thank everyone you Wonder Pick a pack from, it will be important later. After spending that 5 Wonder Stamina, you'll finally be at level 3. Each new level rewards you with 12 pack hourglasses, 12 Wonder hourglasses, 1 or 2 Pokegold, and 1 Rewind Watch. And for level 3 specifically, you unlock battle and deck missions. Unfortunately, you can't actually battle against other people or the computer yet. You'll have to go through the beginner tutorial before all that's unlocked. A lot of it is fairly basic stuff, though if you've never played the Pokemon TCG before, you definitely want to pay attention. For your troubles, completing all 7 sections will reward you with 14 pack hourglasses, enough to open another pack, plus that free starter deck based on the first pack you opened. The entire beginner tutorial took me about 4 minutes to complete, though that was with me mindlessly tapping away and not reading anything since I'd already done it previously. Thankfully, Pocket isn't as strict when it comes to the advanced tutorial. While I highly recommend new players check it out, it's not mandatory. but completing it will reward you with some useful item cards plus the Wiggly Tuffy X rental deck. Though if you're planning on potentially re-rolling after a bad start, definitely wait on the advanced tutorial since there's no pack rewards here. Before you can battle against humans, Pocket will force you into a solo battle against the computer, which is where you'll want to spend a decent chunk of time. Step-up battles are a great way to earn experience, pack hourglasses, and shop tickets. You'll also earn Shine Dust, but don't worry about that right now as it doesn't get you experience or packs. There are 7 total battles in the beginner section, plus 7 more in the intermediate section. You only have your starter deck for now, so things might be a little tough, but you should be able to at least clear all of the beginner battles. If you do, you'll end up with 175 experience, which is almost enough to gain you another level. As you're going through all the beginner battles, make sure you're putting at least 4 basic Pokemon into play. This will complete one of the battle tasks, which gives you 3 shop tickets in return. Ultimately, you only need to clear that first battle to continue, but I recommend spending 10 to 20 minutes here and clearing as many battles as possible, while also going out of your way to complete as many battle tasks as you can. You can also attempt the intermediate battles. Clearing each of these awards 50 experience, 3 pack hourglasses, and shop tickets. While the decks here might prove a challenge, thankfully the AI is absolutely brain dead. Even if they have game on board, they'll potentially do the dumbest thing possible and allow you to win. So unless your start is horrible and theirs is perfect, as long as it's close, they'll probably find a way to let you win. And if you're busy, you can let the game take over and play for you. Though, as I just mentioned, don't expect intelligent plays from them. If you're struggling in the solo battles, don't stress too much, because help is on the way in the form of beginner and advanced missions. Before we get there though, spend 12 hourglasses to open one more pack. Trust me, it'll save you 10 seconds later on. In the bottom right of the screen, you may have noticed the missions icon with an exclamation point on it. Tap that right now. Your beginner mission status will show up first. There's 5 in total, with each one rewarding you 24 pack hourglasses. And the best part is, you've already done all of them. Tap complete all and add those 120 hourglasses to your collection, which is enough to open 10 packs at once. Additionally, completing all 5 of these beginner missions will reward you with 84 wonder hourglasses, enough to recover 7 wonder stamina. As a result of clearing your beginner missions, advanced missions have appeared. But ignore that, it's time to take your socks off and have some fun. You now have at least 120 pack hourglasses in your collection, and it's time to spend them on something glorious. Go back to the home screen, tap on the pack of your choosing, and select Open 10 Packs. Not only do you get 250 experience for doing this, likely hitting level 5 in the process, but you'll also add 50 more cards to your collection. Opening 10 packs at once is something you'll potentially only be able to do twice in your tenure with Pocket, so don't take this moment for granted. Unless your packs are all garbage like mine. Unfortunately, this is just a way of life in Pocket. I mentioned previously that packs aren't guaranteed to have a rare in them, so you could end up with multiple packs filled with commons and uncommons. But don't worry, if at first you don't succeed, try one more time. Taking a closer look at those advanced missions, there's 12 in total, but you only need to complete 9 of them. In doing so, you'll add another 120 pack hourglasses to your collection, which is enough to open 10 more packs at once. The advanced missions do take a bit more work than the beginner ones, though it shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes to complete 9. The easiest ones to complete are Register 1 Friend, Register 3 Friends, Edit a Deck, Apply Card Sleeves and a Playmat to a deck, Send 1 thanks, Send 5 thanks, Win 3 solo battles, and reach player level 6. Obtaining Flare 1 and 2 times isn't hard, and you can see my starter guide for more tips on how to do that. It's just a bit out of the way. And linking your Nintendo account might not be something you can do, but completing those other 9 advanced missions is enough. To get through them quickly, if you haven't done so already, go to Edit a Deck, then apply the free Eevee Sleeves and Playmat. This will tick 3 missions off the list. Also, make sure you send thanks after every Wonder Pick in battle against other players and win at least 3 battles against the computer. These are all things you could have done up to this point already and will cross 3 more missions off the list. As for registering 1 and 3 friends, if you're lacking in the friends department, you can go to the TCG Pocket subreddit or Discord and share your friend ID, fulfilling 2 more missions in the process. Finally, going from level 5 to level 6 requires 240 experience. That's 5 wins against the computer in intermediate battles, or you can spend whatever pack hourglasses and wonder hourglasses you have left to gain more experience. PvP battles are also an option for experience gain, just be aware that a win is only 15 and a loss is 0, so you're much better off sticking with solo play. After doing all 9 of your advanced missions, hit complete all and grab your 120 pack hourglasses. And while you're here, complete your daily missions for 4 more pack hourglasses. Okay, with 120 pack hourglasses in your possession once again, it's time to open another 10 packs at once. Don't worry if the last bundle was disappointing. Surely Pocket will take that into account when you go to rip these and ensure busted pulls, right? Well, if you're me, the answer is no. My luck absolutely sucked again. In those 10 packs, I only pulled 1 EX Pokemon alongside a couple of useless full arts. That being said, if your luck from any of the packs up to this point was good, you may have pulled some cards needed to unlock rental decks. If so, go back to missions, click on deck, and tap complete on the decks you have. Rental decks are decks you can use in solo battles against the computer up to 10 times each. But in order to unlock them, you need to have the headlining card in your collection. So the Pikachu EX deck needs you to have Pikachu EX, the Brock deck needs Brock, and so on. I myself opened a copy of Koga, meaning I got the Koga rental deck. You can then choose it when going to battle the CPU, but the Koga deck kinda sucks. Still, if you don't want to build your own decks, rental decks are a good way to increase your power level when trying to beat off the computer. At this point in Pokemon TCG Pocket, you should have anywhere from 20 to 100 shop tickets depending on how many solo battles and battle tasks you've completed. Personally, I only won 4 solo battles, so my count was extremely low at just 19. But if you go into the shop and collect your daily gift, you'll receive 1 Wonder Hourglass plus 1 shop ticket. Ignore the accessories for now. What you want to spend shop tickets on early are playable promo cards and hourglasses. You already have 2 Professor's Research and 2 Pokeball in your collection, so those are unnecessary unless you want Flair. And you can get 1 of each promo item from the advanced tutorial. My advice is to ensure you have 2 Potion and 2 X-Speed for competitive play, which comes to 8 shop tickets total if you avoided the advanced tutorial. Red card is also decent in certain situations, but it's not a must-have early. After that, only spend your shop tickets on hourglasses. Each hourglass costs 2 shop tickets, and each instance of hourglasses can only be exchanged for a maximum of 10 times. Essentially, 24 shop tickets equals 12 pack hourglasses, which equals 1 pack. Yeah, the economy in Pocket and all the different currencies can get a little confusing at times. Regardless of how much your brain might hurt right now, spend all those shop tickets on pack hourglasses, then open as many packs as you can. Because the next step is an important one. Here's where you have to do some self-reflection. With the 10 packs from your beginner missions, the 10 packs from your advanced missions, and all the other packs you've had access to so far, you should have opened at least 30 packs in Pocket after roughly 75 to 90 minutes of playtime. That's in addition to the several wonder picks you've done searching for EX and rare cards. What you want to do now is go to My Cards, then sort them by rarity. This will allow you to see all of the best cards in your collection. If it's good and you're happy, ignore this step. If your pack opening luck has been abysmal and you don't really feel like you can make anything close to a competitive deck, it may be time to re-roll. Unless you spend money in Pocket, you will never have another day where you open 30 packs. For me personally, within the first 2 days of playing Pocket, I'd opened 43 packs. Out of those 43, I had just 4 EX Pokemon, and 1 of those was guaranteed. I was unable to build competitive decks, and the rewards had slowed to a trickle because everything is so front-loaded. I probably should have re-rolled, didn't, and regretted it. Though after my first 100 packs through 3 weeks, I had somewhat recovered from the terrible start. I just wasn't able to build strong decks like Mewtwo, Gardevoir, or Venusaur EX. For the account I used in this video, what you see before you isn't great. Full art 1-star cards mean nothing for competitive players, though the Articuno EX, Gengar EX, and Mewtwo EX are great. Marowak EX was free with the first pack, so that doesn't really count. Unfortunately, you need 2 of each EX to build their respective decks and have it perform up to snuff, so 1 isn't going to cut it. Ultimately, you wouldn't be blamed for re-rolling this kind of start, as it's not very exciting. But you've already spent an hour or more of your life getting to this point, so you have to weigh the pros and cons. Still, if you want a second chance to get better cards, a move that could save you weeks of playtime, you can delete your save data and start over. The whole process is fairly straightforward. If you know for certain you'll never return to this account, just click on the hamburger in the bottom right of the home screen, select Other, then Account, and finally delete save data. This will allow you to start fresh and replay the first hour or 2. If you're wishy-washy about the notion of re-rolling your account, there is a safer option. After going to your account, you can choose to link your account to Google, Nintendo, or Apple if you're on iOS. This way you can protect your initial account and still re-roll. You will have to clear the app cache on Android or uninstall and reinstall on iOS though, so it will take an extra couple of minutes. Again, this step of re-rolling is entirely up to you. If you don't want to deal with the hassle and only plan on playing Pocket for a few minutes every day to get your 2 free packs anyways, stick with what you have. Otherwise, re-roll and hope for a god pack early. Just know that you'll have to devote at least an hour of your life redoing the first 7 steps of this video. If you survive the re-roll, congratulations! Next up is the Premium Pass. The whole point of Pokemon TCG Pocket is to take money from people who aren't able to spend hundreds of dollars on physical Pokemon cards but still want the dopamine rush of opening packs. While the Premium Pass does cost $10 US each month, I'm not actually going to ask you to spend money. Well, not here at least. I mean, you could always give me some money on Twitch if you want. Anyways, while the Premium Pass is $10, everyone gets a free 2-week trial. The only downside is that you have to cancel your subscription at least 24 hours before the subscription period ends, or else you'll be charged that $10 for a full month. The Pokemon Company says they'll remind you 2 days before the trial ends, so it should be idiot-proof. In terms of what you get with the Premium Pass, the main thing is an extra pack each day. It creates a separate pack gauge with a 24-hour timer, and you can stack up to 2 packs there at once. Basically, instead of opening 2 packs every day, now you can open 3. For those who just use the trial, that's an extra 14 packs for free. The second benefit of the Premium Pass is premium missions. While hourglasses are offered as rewards, it's a very small amount. The main thing you want here are premium tickets. These can be used to unlock promo cards, hourglasses, and other items. It's nothing too amazing, so realistically the Premium Pass's main goal is to give you 30 extra packs every single month, thus building up your collection 1.5 times faster than everybody else. And that's everything you should absolutely be doing first in Pokemon TCG Pocket. The rest of the journey is up to you. But since I have a few more tips and tricks to share for my first month of play, I'll talk about them briefly right now. First, make sure you claim any pending rewards from themed collections and dex missions. Themed collections offer a variety of currencies upon completion, including shop tickets, hourglasses, and emblem tickets. Themed collections ask you to collect a specific set of cards like every Kanto starter or every Kanto gym leader. Once you have them in your collection, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. Dex missions, meanwhile, are less exciting. They give you emblem tickets after registering a certain number of cards from the first set Genetic Apex. Emblem tickets can only be used to buy emblems from the shop, which are cool to show off, but that's about it. I also recommend playing Pocket every single day. Not only do you get those 2 free packs plus your 4-pack hourglasses for completing the easy daily missions, but you can also claim your daily gift of 1 Wonder Hourglass and 1 shop ticket. Additionally, you can receive up to 5 shop tickets per day from thanks. You can get those thanks after someone wonder picks your pack after battling another player in PvP, or if somebody liked your community showcase. You can then claim your shop tickets by clicking the prize box in the top right of the home screen. Just claim them quickly because they do expire after 24 hours. And don't forget that you recover 2 Wonder Stamina every day. That's enough to go for a pack with a rare in it. Or you can wait an extra 12 hours and try to get a pack with an EX or higher in it. Finally, your pack points. You get 5 pack points for every 1 pack opened, and these can be spent to unlock any card you want from the set. Unfortunately, it takes opening 100 packs to afford 1 EX Pokemon. So you should maybe focus on crafting any missing 2 diamond cards, including trainers, which cost 70 PP. Misty and Sabrina are 2 great trainers. Misty allows Water Dex to attack turn 1 going first, while Sabrina forces your opponent to switch their active. So if you haven't pulled them organically from packs, crafting them is always a good idea. They will immediately make your deck stronger. And those are all the tips I have for new Pokemon TCG Pocket players. The only other thing to mention is that while Pocket doesn't work with every Android emulator, if you want to play it on PC, downloading Moo Player and installing the APK does work, at least at the time of recording. Just know that it's Moo like the clothing, not Moo like the sound a Miltank makes when you're squeezing its udders. If you have any lingering questions about Pocket, ask away in the comments. You can also check out my starter guide playlist in the description, which goes in depth on a lot of the features featured in the game.